This definitely has to do with the message today. Okay, got you, heard you. Say no more. The
We'll get
number
there.
222 could be significant to you. The number 219 could also be significant to you. And there was something else that popped up. Oh, it was just that today is 7-11, and that could also be significant. Okay, so take it as it resonates. First and foremost, I want to start off with the energy of transformation. If you guys follow me on TikTok, you know I went through this whole like mushroom thing. Like, I have a plant that's growing mushrooms, and I was very confused. I was like, what is this? Is this fungus? Like, is this good or is this bad? And in the comments, everybody was like, this is good. This is good. This is a sign that you have good soil. But what's so interesting to me is that in the first video, the mushrooms were so small. And then the next morning, I was like, whoa, they grew so big. And it's like, we know mushrooms grow rapidly, but just to see that overnight transformation was wild. And it was like a symbol to overnight transformation. I feel like there is a lot that is happening internally and with our emotions, and there is a rebirth, a transformation happening within. I know that a lot of people on TikTok have also said that they were feeling emotional and really feeling the effects of the full moon. We must always remember that within the dark, okay, and within moist environments, crying, okay, emotions, there is a lot of growth. That's where mushrooms grow. That's how mushrooms grow. Those are the conditions they need to grow. And we are just like nature. Okay, so through this, understand that there is some sort of growth and transformation happening within. Okay, so don't beat yourself up for being sad and emotional, like embrace it. Okay, I mean, I don't know, overnight. Okay, guys, you guys could wake up a different person. I'm also getting the energy too of timeline jumping. Okay, could be significant for you guys. So, however it resonates, right? To start off the reading, I rolled the die and I got the number 4. All right, 4 is all about stability, right? It's about, hold on, let me bring it up here for you guys, because there are positives and negative in numerology for all numbers, and we're going to go through them really quickly. The positive effects of the stability, okay. Spirit saying show them the back of your phone case. When nothing goes right, go left. This definitely has to do with the message today. Okay, got you, heard you. Say no more. We'll get there. Positive aspects, okay? Stability and security, hard work and diligence, practicality and organization, reliability and dependability, strong will and determination. Okay, these are the positive effects of the number 4. This also, positive effects, positive traits, okay? But this also is what we're going to be called to embrace during this time, all right? So being organized, hardworking, reliable, all of that, okay? In order to build what? Strong foundations, right? The negative aspects of this number. So these are the things that we're gonna have to watch out for, okay? Being too rigid and stubborn, overly serious and detail oriented, workaholism, and limited vision, okay? And from the energies that I channeled and some of the cards that I pulled earlier, the energy felt like we may be encountering people who are in this -4 energy, okay, which is being a little too rigid or stubborn, or they're too serious, or they're, you know, they don't have a wide vision. And you may be opposite. This could be you, this could be somebody you're encountering. So, you know, obviously take it as it resonates. But, you know, there seems to be some sort of new environment or new risk or new leap of faith that the collective is going to be moving into. Okay, whether this is a new job, a new way of saving your money. I'm getting investments. Okay, maybe I'm hearing everything about these like Trump coins and Robin Hood and stuff. So things like that, I don't know. It could be anything. Okay. Place it wherever it fits, but you're doing something new. You're taking a risk. You're jumping into something new, and surrounding energy, whether this is from you or someone else, is the energy of something that's a little too stubborn, something that could be someone that could be a little too manipulative or overbearing, somebody who misuses their power, or somebody who has zero emotion and just straight like strict energy, which is very uncomfortable to work with. The thing about these people is that they're so stuck in the way things have always been, right? Stuck in the past. And I'm also getting now the energy of people who are stuck in 3D, people who are stuck in 2D. Okay. We're over here vibrating high. A lot of us are in the 5D energy. And it's like we're stuck with these people who have limited vision and cannot see, what life really is. And that could be really, really hard. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you have dealt with people who you just cannot get on your page. They just don't see the world how you see it. And I feel like that could really be happening right now. They don't even want to look at it. They don't even want to face it. A lot of you guys could be trying to talk to specific people about the way they act or the way they move and they do things in life, and how, hey, maybe you should try this. This is going to really expand your business. This is really going to help you grow. And what we can do is be there as a support system, but we cannot change anybody. And that's a lesson I learned over and over and over again, because I want to help people. I want everybody to grow and expand. But if no one is ready, no one is ready, honey. And you got to just be that support system for them. So that's that's the surrounding energy that I'm getting. We're being asked to release that feeling of needing people to see things the way you see it. It ain't always going to work, honey. And that's okay. You're here for a reason, for your reason. You're here to grow and accelerate for yourself, right? So there's that. But release that and start to exude an energy of warmth, support, happiness, childlike spirit. Be happy. Do things that make you joyful. The only thing that we can do here, because a lot of us are leaders, and the only thing that we are really capable of doing is leading by example, by being the light, by being the warmth, by being the joy. And people will or will not catch on, but people like to see things rather than hear things, right? They'll see you and be like, maybe I should try that. But if you're talking, they'll be like, yeah, no, not doing that. You know what I mean? So whatever is coming towards you, whether this is a new opportunity or whatever it is, go with it with leadership in mind. Go with it with, as if, I'm getting the energy as if you are trying to show like your young one. I'm getting offspring, like relax. Like you're setting an example for your child. Act like there are children watching you. And you can really inspire a lot in that way. So sometimes it's not words they need, it's actions they need to see. It's the joy that you're getting from doing what you're doing that they need to see, because they're like, oh, wow, that's really joyful for them. Maybe I can feel that joy, right? Next, embrace, okay? The collective's being asked to embrace this journey. It's not going to be easy. What did I say? The number 4. We're going to have to do hard work in this chapter. Whatever this is, it's asking for hard work. It's asking for somebody to be dependable. It's asking for somebody to be organized, right? Because these are the traits needed to build a structure, to build a foundation. And that's what we're going to be asked to build, okay? In this new earth, like we spoke of in one of my last videos. We're really being called as well to be open to newness, be open to exploring, okay? New ways of doing things, learning new things. Act like you are a student, because we all are students, no matter how mastered we are. And that's the message there, because people think that have their masters in life, and they think that they can't get taught. No, if you're here still living on this earth, there are lessons here for us, for all of us. And that's why I really like to encourage those that watch my videos, or not encourage, but I really like to push the fact that I am growing alongside of all of you. I don't care if I make videos. I don't care if she and him are making videos and they have 8 million followers. They are still learning here too. And we must always remember that. Also, giving back is something here. Always remember that when you share the things that you explore, more comes to you, is what I'm getting. It's like the the recycle sign. That's what I'm seeing. It's like you give somebody a nugget, and that nugget's going to come back to you. Another nugget's going to come. 12:12 on the clock could be significant. Another nugget comes around to you. Don't hoard your information, because when you give, you receive. No gatekeeping. No, deadass. No gatekeeping, because I feel like this is the time. Yeah, I just feel like the energy is strong on that. Okay. Give and receive, give and receive. Beautiful energy. I want to pull a card from, if you guys know my old cards, the Astral Realm deck, which I love. We're going to pull a card on camera, and I'll probably read to you what it means. Oh yeah, my phone. When nothing goes right, go left. Okay, and why I said that was so important is because I really feel the energy of needing to try different solutions. Really needing to try different things. Okay, if this isn't working, it's time to try something else. And that's why I'm saying there could be that stubborn energy around you, whether it's you or someone else. Maybe get this case. I got it on Temu, and show it to them. Look, this case says it. They're going to be like, what? But yeah, definitely. You're going to have to try and explore new things. All right, infinites. Whoa, that's wild. Okay. A few things that I did see were empathy and boundaries. Okay, interesting. I'm hearing put yourself in people's shoes. When you put yourself in other people's shoes, especially as an empath and especially as somebody who might be a starseed or somebody who's really on their growth journey, you really get to see from their point of view. You understand. You're like, wow, I know exactly why you act like that. It's because you didn't feel held when you were young. It's because that is what a lot of us are going to be experiencing. Okay, so having empathy and understanding they're just not there yet is going to be very helpful on this journey. All right, what do we need to see here to wrap up or add to the message? Thank you. Perspective, exactly. This is number 22, and what did we say in the beginning? 222. I love that. Okay, so it's Neptune energy and Larimar. Okay, we're gonna read this. All right. Seeker, harmonizer, communication, intuitive nature. Before I started the video, I was like, I'm getting an energy of somebody who is here to create harmony. And that may be a lot of your duties, okay, as earthly beings, is like figuring out how to create harmony. But anyway, there are two kinds of being: having low vibe thoughts and letting your frequency join them, and having low vibe thoughts but shifting them to join your frequency. It's all about your perspective. If you can shift your perspective, you can perceive and experience either a negative or positive influence. Much like Neptune, it's how you balance out the illusions to reality, as Neptune represents a sense of incompleteness and imperfection. Neptune indicates a way of thinking with your non-mind, sinking deeper into your spiritual faith and trusting that it's okay to not have anything figured out, because life is so much more than you could ever imagine. Okay? If you allow your analytical mind to get too involved, you can create confusion. But if you allow your non-rational mind to take complete control, you can sit in a fantasy of disillusionment. Activation guide. Meet up with a friend who challenges you in an opinion or opinions you're set on and really listen to each other's perspectives. Be respectful and courteous, even if you disagree with what they have to say. Allow them to say their piece and state your own, because this can be an eye-opening experience. At the end of your conversation, you can still have your own perspective on the topic. However, practicing the tolerance of others can show you an unbiased side to yourself where you don't have to agree, but simply understand the later half. I create my own reality is the affirmation here. Wow. So for a lot of us, this person may be us. And we are the ones who need to sit down and allow other perspectives to come in. Why? You see other perspectives. You gain knowledge. You don't have to agree with it, but you understand it. And just being aware of how other people think and etc. is really beneficial to you. Yeah, it says this could be an eye-opening experience. So being open and allowing yourself to receive information from others is going to be very important. Also, just remember that when you vibe low, the results, okay, on earth are low vibes. So let's always remember to vibe high, to vibe with the energy of joy and gratitude and openness, okay? Listen. Very important. Very important. I feel like I want to share something here about my experience yesterday. I was on the terrace yesterday in my apartment building, and I sat there and I closed my eyes and I was like, okay, before I leave, let me just tap in for 5 minutes just in silence. And I closed my eyes and I'm there, and about 5 seconds into me breathing and feeling so relaxed, I heard the biggest firecracker I've ever, I swear, like this was like, I thought a BOMB landed somewhere, and I was shook. It took me right out of my like meditation, and I said, oh, okay, well, that's that. I felt that transformation, growth, connection to the divine, whatever it is that you're looking for in silence, doesn't always come in silence. And we must be here sometimes and aware and present on this earthly plane and listening, because that is also where we receive messages. And I feel that people always say that we need silence, we need to be quiet in order to receive messages, but that is not true. I feel like it was a quick message like, be here now, be here now, open your eyes, okay? Being able to move and function in the noise and receive information in the noise is a skill that I feel like the community is going to need. It's a survival skill is what I'm picking up on, because it ain't always going to be quiet. And we're not always going to have time to go meditate in the corner for 5 seconds. Okay, so that's a message I just felt like I needed to share. And that's it. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, do that, and I'll see you there later.